The last 3 months have been very reflective.
There have been days that I've fully just not gone out of bed.
Purgatory. I've been on my own most of the time.
A little bit of, like a break from reality in a sense.
I've really quite enjoyed lockdown. It feels like quite a blessing. I'm more worried about other people. I'm very concerned. There are young people who are making the transition from school. For them, catching up is going to be really hard.
My daughter's 8. I went into her bedroom at 11 o'clock one night and she was sat watching Newsnight and I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "Oh, I'm just counting how many people have died today." I don't think anyone was really prepared for the effect that it would have on children's mental health.
Before this, I was out of the house sort of 8-9 hours a day, so I only got to see her for about half an hour a day. And I've got to see her grow up in a way that I would never have seen otherwise.
Today's first day opening back. We supply a lot of the churches, the weddings, the parties. Obviously, they shut down. We're responsible for a lot of the meat that's catered at them events, so we was worried.
Coming from a country like Italy, it's been quite hard trying not to think that if anything had happened to any of my family members, I couldn't have gotten to them, basically, because back home they shut the borders.
The most difficult part of Ramadan in lockdown was not being able to congregate in prayer. It's a deeply spiritual time for you to connect. The last 3 months has really allowed me to reflect on a lot of things when you're confined to your four walls.
Well, yeah, because I'm a boxer, every day is routine, every day is structured. It took away from that, the whole world had come to a standstill.
I've lost my job, flying for Virgin for 16 years as a flight manager. That was a massive shock. I'm still processing it really, but can't actually believe that a tiny little germ could create such devastation.
I remember opening on the Monday. It was really quiet, and Tuesday was even quieter than Wednesday. Didn't take a penny, so I thought, now it's time to shut. I told my landlord until I reopen I can't pay him anything. I'd be ashamed if it goes, because I've been here 24 years.
I've had the shop that long that I don't feel like I want to let anything beat me.
Because I'm a freelancer, I have a lot less money now, just barely enough to cover my mortgage.
We've lost 2 direct members of the family. Only 10 people could go to the funerals. You don't get the usual where you can all go and grieve together.
I'm a street artist. When I saw how the NHS was critical in this situation, I felt like I had to do something to pay tribute to it.
Having to kind of be mindful of being close, it's really horrible, actually. No, I don't think social distancing is the way to go.
It's quite hard to only ever see my parents on a screen. I came out in January to my family. I don't think that is the same on a phone call or on a webcam. Sometimes all you want to do is be sat next to someone, you know, and look them in the eyes and speak to them. I'm lucky, man. I'm thankful to have a garden. Being forced to stay in, and that can do like mad stuff to a mind state, can't it?
It's definitely been testing. I've had a few bouts of depression that I had to deal with. Being inside those 4 walls forces you to face those issues head on.
I'm queer, I'm disabled. I already struggle to find work. We're about to enter another global recession. I am very worried about my future.
Being single in lockdown's a bit of a bitch. I've probably been sending quite a few desperate messages, speaking to exes when I shouldn't be.
Yeah, 2020, lockdown, and they just shut the pub down. Flipping hell, man. England is f***ed.
I do think there's hope for the future.
Hopeful, that's subjective, or what's hope? A change of consciousness, most definitely. I think that's something that we'll be looking back at. We have to recognise the issues that we're aware of before they actually become issues that directly affect us.
There's no point in looking back. I'm treating it as a kick up the backside to start a new adventure.
It's a really amazing point in history. People should have broadened their horizons in this time.
I'd like to think of it as the new normal. That's what I've been calling it. It's a tomorrow that's considerate of what we've been through in the past, but it's also a tomorrow that's looking at the future. I'd like to believe that it's been one big learning curve for everyone,